Okay, here's where we finally get to some of what Urban may have been talking about when he said pro style. Obviously, this is nothing pro like the old pro West Coast with two running backs and a tight end, and that stuff's long. It's all over football, but it's not used anymore as a singular concept. This is nothing like that, but pro power spread, which you see in the NFL today, yes, this is a little bit like that because it's a tight spread. The receivers aren't spread apart that far. You have a pistol, which is used in the NFL more. You have one guy in motion. The NFL uses motion a lot more, though the college is doing that now a lot. And it's just, it has a pro PS feel to it. Yet, overall, there's nothing really pro PS about Ohio State. It's a full power spread because of everything that came before this was a lot of read option and a lot of spread the field to open up the middle. The jumbo package we saw before this out of the pistol was more like a spread power. And what I mean by that is you pile up inside and then spread from that. Wisconsin made that famous. That's a lot of heavy sets, but guys are, you'll run from the heavy sets, but you'll also play action a lot and have guys spreading over the field from that. What I call spread power. Not too many people do it. It takes really good schematics, really good coaching, and even technique. A lot of top-notch stuff has to happen for that to work, but it can work if that's what you dedicate yourself to. The NFL doesn't even use it that much. They'll show a lot of three tight ends and heavy looks, but they go to those heavy looks to run, and then they go to the passing spread to pass. And so it's more, that's part of that pro PS style. Anyway, so here we go. We've got this guy in motion. Russ Fulton, again, does this much better detail as far as and the X and O's of it if you go to find his stuff. But this guy goes in motion and basically holds these three players out wide, opening up this section here because we crack down on this defensive end. In fact, our right tackle and tight end, or H-back, whatever, team up on this guy, and then the right tackle just obliterates him. Again, this is a tired defense. Probably, like I said, more mentally, emotionally than anything, but it's tiring out. So that makes it easier, but all in all, you have to give credit to Ohio State's team that came out really fired up with a much better attitude, I think, in the second half, especially the offensive line. I don't know what was said to them, but they really did, put an exclamation mark on the work that they did the last 2 weeks. Pad level, all the stuff that Urban's talking about, yes. And I think they were well deserved of the MVP because for anything, just their attitude more than anything. But the fact and the truth is Nebraska was tiring. But that's all the, good job by Urban Meyer. That's a good time to go to this stuff right here. So because these guys are held by the motion guy and then these guys are cracked down on and, Weber or whoever it was, I don't know if it's Dobbins or Weber, the running back starts to go up there. These guys pull in there a little bit, make that mistake, but it's part of being mentally tired as well. Also, just very talented running back. Let me just say. And so he pops in here, pops out, and finds just a little bit of space. That's the thing about pro power spread. It's a watered down version of power spread, but at least the NFL is finally using these concepts. It doesn't open up quite as much space. It's not quite as risky. It's not quite as aggressive. It's not as good as full power spread, but it still works, especially when you have NFL type talent with NFL type experience and the coaching that this is all they do. This is no dealing with college and life and all that. It's 100%. So when you have all that going into it, yes, pro power spread can work really well. College is a lot tougher to manage all those little details, but as a look and as a mix in the whole power spread package, that's cool. That's cool. And again, timing is everything. And this is a great time to do this. So watch. This is just fun to watch this run, because again, the talent on this run is just fun to watch. Those are drumstick rolls. Okay, here we go. Camp of the motion man. Here's Weber. Look. So again. At this point, Nebraska is getting ready for this. They're like, look, Ohio State's doing a lot of this. They're going to start trying to power us now. You see, it was a bad angle there too. Let me slow this down. Sorry about that. Okay, this guy right here. It's a bad. He jumps in too much. But again, great. Look at this move. That's why he did that. So he said that. Look at this crush block right there by Prince or whatever. Then look, and then he's, first of all, a jump cut outside was awesome. Then he does a spin move here. These guys were supposed to be held by the motion guy, and they were for a second. It opened just a little space, but they really weren't that fooled. And this is just talent. They weren't. Look at. I mean, I watched this about 50 times. It's amazing. And then he breaks that tackle, breaks another. Well, these guys are tired. I mean, they're tired at this point. But still, I don't. You know, I say a team is tired. I'm not taking away from Ohio State. Great attitude, great blocking. Weber, there it is. Fantastic run. But, you know, truth of the matter is Nebraska was wearing down.